Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, I'm on the test server, and I'm going to be doing a little collab for this girl here, Talin. But I also have to let you know about some other great heroes coming. So I also did a collab with Corey, W-O-R, on his channel covering Malric. I will link his channel or the video directly in the description and pinned comment, so make sure you check out our reactions to this amazing hero. We love a Merlin-inspired hero, and well, he sounds incredible. And we also have a new epic added to the game, FATELESS. So I did a collab with Odd1 Gaming on his channel covering FATELESS, and I will also link that one as well. This is an epic hero, and she has a solid kit that sounds like she's going to have some pretty good perma-poison stacks. So is this going to be viable? We check her out, and you guys can let us know over on his video. So head on over to those two other videos after we're done watching mine here. But, whew, guys, we have something pretty spicy with this hero. It is the first of its kind. So let's dive in. Alright, so let's take a look at the first hero here, Talin, and I am joined by Odd1, aka my husband. Hello.
So it's good to be back, right? People said you need to do this more often. You're kind of married and live in the same house, so
Yeah,
we're back.
speaking of which, it's as of this moment of recording, it's one of our wedding anniversaries, the first one, the not fancy party one, right?
Yes, and I got the fancy card.
It's cute.
Thank you.
I love that. You're welcome. Yeah, so our last collab was a little controversial. I'll quickly TLDR. We did mention a couple heroes that you should use soul stones on that maybe I shouldn't have put on the list in hindsight. Okay, fine. But it was good to, I think, mention the exceptions to the rules so that if people actually watch and listen to the full video, I think maybe they will understand. But it was fun either way.
Yeah, it happens. You know, most of the time when you have certain opinions, sometimes you might get it a little off, and people go crazy when you're a little bit off.
Yeah, and it's really funny. Anytime I do any sort of top list or anything like that, there's always extra negative comments about people just disagreeing, because that's the end. At the end of the day, people just aren't going to agree about everything, and that is what it is. But
reality.
Yeah, we can't really help it, can we? So yeah, I'm gonna have, like I mentioned, I'll have another character we're gonna take a look at over on his channel too. But right now, we're gonna start with a little first impression. He does not have the test server, so again, I am on the test server on my account, and he's reacting and taking a look at it with me. And yeah, I guess let's dive in. So Talin, Spiritclaw Druid. She's Watcher and Piercer.
Yeah, the first thing that I notice and the first thing that comes into mind, because I was personally stuck there, is for the faction trial, right, for the piercers, when you go to stages 10 and higher, it becomes a bit difficult if you don't have like Hex. Or you don't have a properly built area.
And she is magic.
She's magic, exactly. So if you don't have the Hex, or like strong built Lunaria, which Lunaria on her own is not as good, or Ajax, right? I even have Ajax, still difficult to kill those heavy armor tanks. So having another option as a magic damage dealer, at least for that, again, without even looking at the kit, is a win for me.
Yeah, and I love her. Okay, let's look at the graphics. Really cool. I think the design's great. Her eyes are cute. I like it.
Yeah. That's funny. It's like she's a little druid elf.
Simple but cute. I really like it. Got a slingshot.
We'll keep her.
She's got two things. She looks like she's got a little magic damage wand and then a slingshot for some physical damage. Okay, so let's see her little blurb here. Once a lost child abandoned in the woods, now a reincarnation of a great bear deity. Moonbeams glint off her mystic claws as she stands guard. With a slingshot, she wards enemies, while your sign might becomes a bulwark of healing for allies. She doesn't look like she has bear claws. What are they talking about?
Maybe the slingshot's made out of a bear claw?
Maybe one of her moves make it look like she transforms into a bear. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe the ultimate. All right. So single target attack, defense, penetration. Okay, so normal, the range does extend to like the typical marksman range. And then, of course, the Piercer Lord could extend that as well. Her cost is 16. That's pretty standard. Attack 43. So that's better than some of the recent ones.
Yeah, that's high for
Yeah, for marksman.
For marksman. It's really high. So
And she has
good.
defense penetration, so she might actually smack. Although then again, poor Fenris that we read, he sounds on paper like he smacks, but he really doesn't either. So
yeah, but
I
like
don't, skeptical.
If we look at like base attack compared to Hex, I'm just looking at the Hex now. Hex has 3,800, so 97 to like 3,900.
Yeah.
So she starts with 400 more base attack. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely a good start. Let's see. Attack speed. Oh, look at her attack interval. 2 seconds. That's good.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
solid.
same as Hex again.
Yeah. Okay, that's solid. All right, let's close that one and take a look at the talent. So, increases attack by 15% in battle. Can be deployed on both platform and ground tiles.
Oh.
Ah! When deployed on ground tiles, the hero transforms into Berserker stance. Reduces deployment time by 15 seconds. And the Berserker stance reduces attack range and attack speed. Attacks deal AoE physical damage to enemies in range. Increases block by 3 and max HP by 100%. Converts 80% of attack to defense. Attacks have a 20% chance to inflict 10% vulnerability, physical damage. Cannot target airborne units. That's so cool.
Insane.
That's awesome.
It's so different. It's like, again, Piercers don't have that many tanks as well. It's like what? You have Livian and you have Aspan.
She's literally a tank and a marksman in one, then, it sounds like. So, basic attack does magic damage to one enemy.
Yep.
Nature's Resolve. Okay, let's see. Does it turn her into a bear? No, it's just... what? Oh, because it's... We don't get to see this Berserker stance. Oh, there it is. Ah!
Ah, that's fun.
She turns into...
Go, bear, go.
That's cool. All right, so Nature's Resolve, when activated, reduces attack interval by 40% and attack ignores 60% of magic resistance.
Wow.
While in Berserker stance, this effect is replaced with increases attack by 40% and all magic damage reduction by 20%. Dispels 1 debuff from the hero every 5 seconds, and when taking direct damage, restores 5% of their max HP for the hero and adjacent allies. So she doesn't have to be like covered by a dispeller in something like Titanic Ruins, which could be a huge help for how you can place her. Right?
Yeah, and she does bring like lots of healing. It's like, 5% healing for allies around you. It's like bringing the extra healing is really powerful. I'm thinking that even Codex, and right? I think you should be able to place her, right? In Codex as well.
So what I just realized, now that I was wondering, like, wait, how do we get to Berserker stance again? I misspoke earlier. So when deployed on a ground tile, she just becomes the bear, period.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
that's cool.
She just becomes the bear when she's on the ground, and when she's in a ranged. That's really, really cool. She's literally 2 heroes, 2 options.
Yeah, and the cool thing is it opens up the door for other heroes like this. I know there was some speculation of a new type of hero coming that switches tiles or move. Yeah. So having something like this that allows you to put on different, either tile or ground, opens the door for like several other quirky things.
I wonder if she was intended to be that, because it would make sense if she was able to be moved from one tile to another during the battle. Then you could use her for both within the same battle. But it doesn't seem. I think that's actually going to be a hero type, not a mechanic per se.
Yeah.
So I think those heroes have to be heroes that can move, like, from the start. Or she doesn't. I don't think she does that anyway, unless that's part of her passives. But
her kit makes me realize I was right. Called her a druid at the beginning, so she is a druid.
Oh, that's her name, Spiritclaw Druid.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even look at that. It's
I
too
read
tiny.
it. Come on, bruh. More coffee.
It's
It's
fine. I
fine.
called it without
It's
reading
fine.
it. It's like I'm a dude. I don't pay attention to details sometimes. It's fine.
Okay, wait. Let's look at the skill ups. So the attack interval and the, I guess, the reduction and her actual overall attack increase go up by 10% with books. Okay, that's awesome.
And also, the cost going down to like 800 is not too bad.
Yeah. I
Good.
love that. It's so fun. I love the
is.
option. That's amazing to think about it too for someone, a new player pulling this character. She can be in 2 different roles and you can, it's just like it's building 2 characters instead of 1 for
Yeah,
whichever one
definitely
you
would
need.
help. It's like one of the best ones for progression, right? Especially when you start pushing campaign on those stages when you're limited to like 6 heroes or whatever. You get
Yeah.
her in when you need her
That's
as a
true.
tank. You do that when you need her as a damage dealer on platform. You do that.
Yeah,
That's
whatever you
awesome.
need her. Okay, so Nature's Fury passive. Every 10 attacks launched, the next attack deals 480% damage and dispels 1 buff on the target. Buff
More buff
Dispeller!
remover.
Yeah, Titanic Ruins
Yay.
for... She's definitely perfect for Titanic Ruins already, because like I just thought with this whole situation, if she dispels debuffs from herself, she doesn't need to be covered by a Dispeller, and she dispels buffs from the end. Like, that's just perfect. Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
when the ultimate is activated, this effect is guaranteed to trigger 1 time. While in Berserker stance, this effect is replaced with attack has a 15% chance to trigger Ground Stomp. And Ground Stomp deals 340% AoE physical damage to up to 5 enemy targets within 2 rows ahead and knocks them back. During the ultimate, the damage range expands and inflicts stun on the targets for 1 second.
Yeah, sounds like a really good tank as well.
Wow. So that could be the knockback roll when you place her on the ground for Gear Dungeon. And then...
Yeah, it just depends. Like, it's the knockback, because it doesn't mention here. Is it, does it knock back 2 tiles or
That's
1?
true.
What's the... Plus, it's only 15% chance, though, to trigger, so you wouldn't...
Oh, yeah, you're
It's still
right.
gonna be good, but I'm not sure it would be as reliable, you know?
That's true.
Gear Dungeon 2.
Oh, yeah,
It's
unless
still an
they're...
option.
Maybe it's something that comes with another passive or an awakening makes it more consistent. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
So the other one here, when deployed, gains 1 stack of Thorn Shield every 20 seconds, up to 10 stacks. This is increase attack by 2% and defense by 2%. All stacks are preserved after redeployment. So she just... So longer she's on the field, the more attack
Yeah, and if you
defense.
remove her and replace her, they still
She keeps it,
get
yeah.
collected, which is crazy.
Each time Nature's Fury is triggered, reduces cooldown by 5 seconds. That's... Okay, that's the little every 10 attacks thing. So while in Berserker stance, this effect is replaced with reduces cooldown by 1 second for every 1 time healed, up to 1 time every 2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much when it's the attacking phase, because the ultimate triggers the reduced attack interval, more she attacks, the faster she gets that to the max. When she's in tank mode, obviously, the more often she gets hit, the faster she gets that stack. And the cool thing is, obviously, because you look at it as like, okay, it gives you attack and defense, but when she is in the Berserker stance, she converts that attack into more defense. So it's kind of like a good stat to get both ways. Maybe the defense bonus is not as useful when she is put on a platform, but it's still cool because you look at this. She's the type of hero that, not necessarily the ultimate something that's insane. The cool stuff about her kit is in her passives and the talent.
Yeah. It's really interesting. It's crazy.
I want her.
It's really fun to have that switch. I love that. It just makes the heroes way more interesting. Okay, let's check out our awakenings here. So Awakening 1, for every 1 stack of Thorn Shield, increases damage by an extra 2%.
Damn.
So that goes 4%. Or no, every... Oh,
20,
just an overall damage. No, so it's attack plus 2%, defense 2%, and then increased overall damage by 2% for every stack.
Yeah, so pretty much when that's max, you get 20% attack, 20% defense, and just straight up 20% damage increase.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's massive.
Nice. Okay. Awaken 2 is attack plus 300, pretty typical. Awaken 3 increases initial rage by 300, increases the stack cap of Thorn Shield by 5, and gains 2 stack of Thorn Shield with each ultimate cast.
That's good. That's an extra 10% on all the stats with that 5 extra stacks.
Yeah, that's huge.
30%
Damn.
all of those stats. Oh my god. I hope she's max.
I
she's
hope
max.
so too. That sounds so much fun. And then the survivability will be great as well, along with the added defense. And then, yeah, we have Penetration, Awaken 4, and Awaken 5. Okay. For every 1 stack of Thorn Shield, reduces the hero's AoE damage taken by 1%. When Thorn Shield reaches full stacks, the hero survives when receiving fatal damage for the first time after each deployment and restores 50% HP.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's if you put her on the platform as a damage dealer for Titanic Ruins, she survives. She's awesome. If you put her on the ground to take hits, it's like, okay, I'll take a fatal hit, I'll survive, heal myself, and then when you put me again, I can do the same thing. She has really awesome all of the awakenings. Like, I can't think of too many heroes in the game that actually 1, 3, and 5, they're all amazing. For her, they're all just amazing.
Yeah, this is great. It's the AoE damage mitigation. There's so many places we need that now, and they keep adding more.
Yep.
So that's huge, just having any bit.
Oh yeah, and Abyss. Abyss as well, like,
Yeah.
as the damage dealer in Abyss for magic. Like, I might be overhyping her, but she should be on par with Hex, I think.
That would be great because, I mean, we want options, obviously.
Yes, exactly.
And she's dual faction, so that'll be huge. Honestly, the Watcher faction trials are hard. They're really hard for the new stages, so maybe she'll be a perfect answer for that as well, because I know a lot of people really I don't think I didn't do... Where did I leave off? I think I did only stage 13. I didn't even do 14 and 15 yet.
Yeah. Plus, let's not forget, she's cute.
She's adorable. They definitely did really well with the graphics too, I agree. I guess we'll wrap there. Thank you for joining me for this chat. I'm glad you like her too. She sounds great.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really love her kit. I always love when the game releases some unique type kits, some different things, quirky things, because it opens up different tactics, different strategies for most of the areas of the game, and that's what I like, right? I always like to test and do some different things. So she's definitely gonna be one to play around with.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so we're gonna head on over to his channel. If you guys haven't watched already, go to his channel. We have a collab talking about a new epic hero, actually. They finally released another epic, so that'll be fun to see. But for now, let's roll into the lore. The beast in me, we are, all of us, wild at heart. Elowen. Long ago, a babe appeared in the edge of a fey glade, wrapped in shadows and silence. The ancient woods held their breaths, as if the very earth had stilled to witness her arrival. No footsteps marked the path behind her. No whispers told of where she'd been. There was only the profound quiet, heavy with untold secrets. In time, her name would echo through the wilds. Talin, the Spiritclaw Druid. As she grew, Talin took to wandering the forests alone, isolating herself from the other fae, while getting lost amidst the towering trees and quiet streams. She became adept with the slingshot and a crude mace, practicing tirelessly against makeshift targets and often lashing out at any who got close to her. The animals of the forest, as if drawn to her, looked on with sympathetic eyes, as though recognizing a kinship that she could not yet understand. Her life changed when she was saved by the healer Elowen during her famous stand against the giants that threatened their homestead. Elowen tended to Talin tirelessly, becoming the maternal figure she had always longed for. Though she adored Elowen, Talin felt a deep-seated shame, for despite the fae's gentle teaching, she could not heal as Elowen did. She only knew how to destroy. As she grew, this turmoil within her intensified, until a day came when she witnessed a group of travelers encircled by bandits. The thieves, raucous and audacious, were everything she had come to detest about forest outsiders. Burning with contempt, Talin readied her slingshot and took aim. Yet, in what felt like a sick jest, upon gazing down the shaft, all she could see were images of Elowin. Triggered by violent thoughts and pangs of deep-seated shame, Talin's inner conflict had reached its apex. Overwhelmed by some kind of primal release, her world was torn asunder as she roared in agony, transforming into a massive mystical bear, her fur glowing faintly with an ancient spiritual light. Awed in the presence of such a creature, the thieves were deterred with ease, and not a single drop of blood was shed. Alas, this was her awakening. Elowin revealed to Talin that she was in fact the reincarnation of a great bear deity, a truth revealed to her through visions. Formerly a guardian of their lands, Talin now embodied the same fate, to protect the wild and defend the innocent. It was only now that she realized, after all, she had been meant to protect, not destroy. Humbled and enlightened, Talin learned to control her powers, accepting her duality, and that the bestial spirit within her as much a part of her as the girl who once felt lost and alone. With clear eyes, she embraces the wilds ahead and those within.